thought you might want to stand for sit.
Field hockey fans, good afternoon and welcome once again to Aycock Stadium at Trinity Episcopal School here in Richmond, Virginia. Today we have a VISAA quarterfinal matchup between the 8th seeded Crusaders of Catholic High School and your Trinity Episcopal Titans. A few reminders, bathrooms are located in the SC's Athletic Center, and please stay off the track while the game is in progress. Now, at this time, if you're able, can you please rise, move your caps, as we honor America with our national anthem. Now, let's meet the teams, starting with the visiting Crusaders. Number 1, Gigi Perry. Number 2, Fallen Cravens. Number 3, Brooke Sunderland. Number 5, Kate Marchesi. Number 6, Sarah McMurray. Number 7, Anne-Marie Domino. Number 8, Izzy Zazowski. Number 9, Taylor Powell. Number 10, Maggie Seidensticker. Number 11, Sage Waldron. Number 12, Sarah Pope. Number 14, Anya Lundquist. Number 15, Hannah Campholz. Number 16, Charlotte Alessi. Number 18, Maggie Loicono. Number 20, Tristan Maxwell. Number 21, Abigail Strauss. Number 22, Emily Roadfuss. Number 23, Kate Lanzillo. Number 31, Olivia Odom. Number 33, Ella Conyers. And your goalkeepers, number 28, Jaden Large. And number 36, Paige Moody. The Crusaders are coached by Lindsay Boyce. Now for your Trinity Episcopal Titans. Number 1, Cabell Berkeyheiser. Number 2, Kat Pope. Number 3, Ainsley McNear. Number 4, Polly Crichton. Number 6, Livy Fastide. Number 7, Caroline Ashoff. Number 8, Lila Grace Logan. Number 9, Ainsley Jones. Number 10, Olivia Francis. Number 11, Reese Eckenrode. Number 12, Mary Wadelick. Number 13, Madison Jewett. Number 14, Kate Gauch. Number 15, Lena Bastide. Number 16, Emma Pratt. Number 17, Anna Reeser. Number 18, Mackie Logan. Number 22, C.C. Caramucci. Number 23, Kat Short. Number 25, Kyla West. Number 26, Avery Steiner. Number 30, Sarah Grace Boykin. And your goalkeepers, number 44, Avery Johnson. And number 66, Julia Reeser. The Titans are coached by Margie Sneed, assisted by Annie Sneed, Rosita Torres and Rogie, Margaret Kreider, and Julia Bull. Good luck, ladies.
Hello and welcome, field hockey fans. I am Carter Tyree, pulling double duty here as PA and broadcaster, as we are ready to kick off today's state tournament. It's VISAA quarterfinal action as the Titans, #1 seed in the state after winning the LIS with a dramatic late win over Collegiate. They will play host for the remainder of the tournament. And today, coming into town, #8 seed, Catholic Crusaders, runner-ups in the TCIS. Solid season for Catholic, coming in 13 wins, 5 losses, 1 draw. Titans 16 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw. This is a matchup that those of you that have been following this Trinity team will be familiar with, as for the last few years, this state quarterfinal played on this field has been Trinity Episcopal versus Catholic High School of Virginia Beach. Last year, it was the Titans taking home the win 5-1 on the back of a strong offensive performance by their leaders, Carson Beatty and LG Logan. LG unfortunately hurt in that game, though. But now she's back and ready for a deep state tournament run. And the Crusaders will be starting us off. They'll play it back. And we are underway here. It's a nice fall day, although a little bit chilly. Titans trying to get going right away here as they push this one forward. Ainsley Jones, nice little move. That's going to be taken away. LG able to win possession. Now they're going to push it all the way wide. Jewett on that backside pushes it back to Jones. Jones gets it a little high there, up off the stick, and it's going to be Crusader ball coming out. For the Titans, the game plan is going to be score early and keep the pressure on. For the Crusaders, it's going to be for as long as possible. Keep this game moving slowly. Keep it bogged down. Make sure the Titans aren't getting breaks where they can get easy shots. That one's off the foot of Jewett. Still going to stay with the Crusaders. Push down the line. McNear's there. She'll get possession back for the Titans. In last year's game, the names we heard the most of is LG. Pushes it down the right side. I'll pause that thought. LG pushing ahead. Jones in a lot of space here. She's going to find Reese Eckenrode in the middle. Early Titans goal, and they go ahead 1-0.
Titan goal, number 11, Reese Eckenrode.
Well, great start for the Titans, same as we saw our last broadcast, the LIS semifinal against St. Catharines. Titans striking within the first 2 minutes. Be interested to see how Catholic handles it now pretty early. You would think they would still kind of keep the same strategy going forward. But as I was saying, last year was a lot of goalkeeper Jaden Large standing on her head, keeping these Crusaders in the game. As that one's going to be too high, dangerous play. And then a nice goal from Izzy Zazewski, number 8 on the ball right now. Taken away by Berkey Heiser, but a little bit of contact there. Cabell Berkey Heiser, fantastic performance in the LIS championship game last week, and that one's going to be all the way through the goal, too far away, and it'll be Titan ball coming out. Ball's in, pushed forward to Berkey Heiser. Out wide now, Jewett. And Berkey Heiser looking to play quick up to Logan. And LG pushing that one way forward. Great control there by Ainsley Jones. And Ainsley Jones using that speed to get down the line. Not quite able to get past. But there is a foul called on Anya Lundqvist there. Titans will keep possession. LG, nice little move in there. Now to her backhand side where she's so dangerous. 3 defenders on Logan. And the Chill are in the corner. So smooth with that stick handling. Just able to keep possession and force the Crusaders to kind of poke in there, and that's a risk of a corner on that one. Well, it'll be Eckenroe to take it. Eckenroe plays this one back. It's going to be Liv Fastige up to Crichton. Crichton looking to push it towards goal. Great move by Jones. Cleared off the line nicely there, but not quite far enough as Logan's going to be able to get a shot off. That one's not going to reach the frame. And then this one's intercepted by Reeser. Titans really putting a press on now. Crusaders struggling to get it past the 30-yard line. Now Titans swinging it around. Berkey Heiser's going to work this one middle. Good turn by Jones. Jones onto her forehand side, pushes it middle, and just pushed wide by Logan. Early action here. Titans 1, Crusaders nothing. About 3 minutes in. Or 4 minutes in, as math would say. Apologies to any math teacher I've ever had that just saw me 15 minus 11. All right, SG takes it away. Push wide, Fastige working it. Taken away there for a second. Press is still there, but instead they're going to find Reeser. And out wide to Crichton. Crichton driving middle, trying to push that through. It's going to be off the foot. No, said it was clean. And here comes Zazewski. She's going to push this one up the sideline towards Pope. Sarah Pope pressuring, not able to get there though. And the Titans back to LIS Player of the Year, Anna Reeser. Doing it herself right now. She got an option. She's going to push it towards Logan, and it's going to get there. Logan now. Nice job tracking back there by Kate Marchese. But LG still on possession. And taken away. Oh, and there's a corner. Brooke Sunderland looked to have taken that one away cleanly. No, outside of the crease, and not a corner. Pushed back in by Berkey Heiser. Titans playing really fast right now and really well. And that one will be a corner on the cross check. Well, the Titans, you can tell Coach Snead has them shot out of a cannon here early. Really pushing the ball as soon as they get it, not holding possession, just getting it forward, getting it into these attacking areas, trying to find that front three. It'll be Jones. Drops it back to Logan on her forehand side, pushing it. Fastige, nicely blocked there, still loose. And a whistle goes, and it'll be coming out. And it's going to be Zazewski again. I am joined now by Rick Hamlin.
What's up, Coach?
Not much. Great start once again for the Titans, scoring in the first 2 minutes, as they did last time we were on the call.
Yeah, so sorry to be a little late. Just doing some carpool duty. Who got the goal for the Trinity team?
It was a nice break set up down the right side. Ainsley Jones passed it back across. Reese Eckenrode opened the scoring for the Titans. That was off the foot of Berkey Heiser. So far for Catholic, it's been a lot of trying to feed number 8, Izzy Zazewski. Of course, as I mentioned earlier, watched the game from last year. And Titans 5-1 win. Zazewski was the goal scorer.
Yeah, so this is a rematch of last year's quarterfinals.
I think it's been the last 3 years the Crusaders have come up here as Logan trying to dance through the crease. A nice defensive effort there. Crusaders throwing 3 bodies at Logan every time she drives in there. So, I mean, not a league matchup, not even a matchup that's usually on their schedule with reversed games, but teams have played each other now 3 years in a row.
Yeah, and I think I recall on last year's broadcast talking about how these teams meet a lot in not just in field hockey, but in a lot of the VISAA postseason. I think, typically you try and avoid conference matchups in the first round. And so it just happens that Trinity Episcopal and Catholic end up facing off in a lot of sports. Certainly in girls soccer, that was almost felt like an annual rite of passage that these two programs would meet in the state playoffs. I know basketball a number of times as well.
And now it's Berkey Heiser with the takeaway, and she's going to do it all herself, pushing it forward. Instead, she's going to find Reese at the back post. And Large is going to come out, and Berkey Heiser with the empty net puts it away. Really nicely done there. I mean, Cabell carried that one from her own 30 on a takeaway all the way into the crease.
Yeah, and really unselfish play by Reese as well. I mean, that was a tough angle. She could have tried to force a shot in, but played it back across, and Eckenrode gets an assist to go with her goal here in the early going, and really good effort by both the two juniors connecting there, Berkey Heiser and Eckenrode.
And a green card there. Back-to-back fouls in quick succession, and that's going to send Reese to the penalty box.
Well, she's really stuffing the stat sheet here early with a goal, an assist, and now a card all in the first 10 minutes of the game.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the term is in field hockey for the Roy Keane hat trick or Gordie Howe hat trick as it is in ice hockey.
Yeah, Lila Grace really lost her footing there, and definitely want to make sure she gets through this one healthy.
Yeah, and I mentioned it briefly, but it's the fixture where her season ended last season, and she's fired up in this game. We've seen her shot out of the cannon these first couple minutes, and here she is again. LG, nice save there by Large.
Yeah, that was almost right on cue when you were talking about Lila Grace Logan being shot out of a cannon, and then she shot it as if it were a cannonball, but good job by Large to make the save.
Yeah, watching back that game from last season, the story of the game was Suzuki and Large, the two Catholic names that we said the most. I mean, 5 goals for the Titans, but could have been 15.
Yeah.
Fantastic game from her last time these two teams met in the state tournament. Well, there's reset back out top to LIS Player of the Year, Anna Reeser. And they'll start swinging it around. I thought early a little bit, you wonder, coming off as great a game that was, as the Titans are going to get this one all the way into the crease. And there's going to be a foul on Jones. As great as that win was last week to win the LS Championship, if there'd be any let-up to start this game, such an emotional win, such a big win. And it hasn't looked like it so far.
Yeah, I think they're locked in. I know they had a rare Sunday practice to prepare for the state playoffs, as well as I think they practiced this morning with it being today being parent-teacher conferences. So the students weren't in school today, but I believe these field hockey players have been here for several hours already as they had a walkthrough and a session. And just the message clearly from the coaches to lock in and have that focus completely bullseye on the ultimate goal, and that starts today.
Yeah, and if you're a Catholic fan watching saying, well, that doesn't seem fair, Catholic showed up here at 1 p.m. because they wanted to avoid traffic. And so they were able to do a full walkthrough before starting their game warm-up. Both of these teams coming in ready, coming in. I mean, state tournament time, your season's on the line every game you play from now on out.
Yeah, I think in education we love to talk about academics being the priority, and of course they absolutely are. And I'm a longtime teacher, but I also think, getting here really early, even if it meant maybe, I don't know if they had school today or not, but like even if it meant missing maybe that one extra class, you only get a handful of opportunities in your athletic career to play in a state tournament. And so I think that's really smart that Catholic made sure to get here as early as possible. And I think we also all know that traffic on 64 between Virginia Beach and Richmond can be a lot to have to deal with. So, yeah, I guess all the players in this game have been here for a long time.
And Reeser on the backhand. LG had a shot right before it where she kind of bobbled and Large cleared it out, but not far enough. Fell right to the Titans. Able to get it on the stick of Anna Reeser, and she puts it away. Quick 3-0 lead for Trinity Episcopal.
Yeah, and it's great to see Anna Reeser get a goal. I mean, that's not really her job in this team. She plays that defensive midfield role, and generally she's the one kind of building the attack, but she shows she's also capable of putting the ball in the cage with that great backhanded shot to the back post. And, of course, she only, as a senior, has a handful more times on this field, and you can see how much it means to her. And what a shot by Anna.
That went out of bounds. Yeah, and the Titans as a whole, I mean, really amped up. And talking to some of them today, they really, they're cognizant of the fact that last season's state tournament, they lost before they believed they should have lost.
Yeah.
And so they said, we don't care who we're playing in this game. We don't care who we're playing in the next game. We got to go at all these games 1,000%. And, it's hindsight 2020 looking back on last year's team. I don't know if they actually went into their game where they were upset by Bishop O'Connell thinking that way, that they were just going to win. But this year's team very clearly has gone in with the opposite mindset, that every game is going to be all out from the Titans.
Yeah, and you can just see that from the early going. Even for me, arriving a few minutes late, before I even got up to the booth, just coming around the corner, and there's an intensity about this game from the girls in green that, you see it here as Ainsley Jones is just going full speed, slicing through the defense.
Yeah, and Ekron Road on the left side here. Thought there might be a corner there, but I
think Reese did as well. But they're just, you can see their foot is to the floor, all gas, no brakes, as they have really best case scenario, about 3 games and a couple practices left in their season, and for these seniors in their high school career.
Yeah, and a senior class that's won pretty much everything except the state tournament. So, regular season champions, top 10 in the country, LIS tournament champions, back-to-back years now. The one thing that has eluded them is the state championship. I'm going to push this one forward now. Nice turn by LG, and LG on her backhand is dangerous. She tries to go back to the middle and runs into Zazewski there. And the foul's going to be coming out for the Crusaders. But that will do it for quarter number 1. Well, Titans early on started off hot. 2 minutes in, it was Reese Ekron Road. Then Cabell Berkeyheiser in the middle and Annarisa there right before the end of the period. 3-0 after 1. What a start here for the Titans in their state tournament.
So the winner of this game, of course, will face the winner of Bishop O'Connell and St. Catherine's. Two teams. I mean, the Titans have played St. Catherine's 3 times this year and also played Bishop O'Connell once as well. But, that's that 4-5 game. I feel like that one really could go either way.
Yeah, those two teams did meet in the regular season. 3-2 St. Catherine's win. So, I mean, it's one of those games you can't call in a sport where, outside of the top 3, it's fairly open, I think. From St. Catherine's down, all of those teams believe in themselves in similar ways. They believe that they can, take on any of those other contenders in that range. So especially, if you're one of the teams lined up in that 4-5 game, whether you're the Knights, whether you're the Saints, it's a game that you want to go out and win.
Yeah, and again, I mean, we're only 1 quarter into it, but with the Titans jumping up to the 3-0 lead, you can't help but at least, I mean, the players have to stay completely locked in the moment, but we can speculate a little bit on what those matchups might look like if Trinity is able to hang on. And, the 3 St. Catherine's games, all won by the Titans by at least 2 goals, but, I mean, we were at that LIS semifinal, and it was 3-1, and it was no walk in the park. I mean, a lot of good, particularly a lot of young talent on St. Catherine's. And then if O'Connell is able to come here to Richmond and pull, I guess, at least by seeding what would be a mild upset, we certainly know what they're capable of, having come here last year in the semifinals and upset the #1 Titans. So Catholic will, I'm sure, do everything they can to try and get back in this game, but I just can't help but wonder what Thursday could look like if Trinity is able to hang on to this already pretty sizable lead and see either a league rival for the 4th time or the team that ended their dreams and handed them their only loss last season.
Yeah, and I think the girls do want to see O'Connell. I mean,
I would.
I would as well. It's like I said earlier, they believed that they were the better team, and from watching them, I think they probably were the better team, but not on that day. So redemption is there as this one's pushed far post. Francis now pulls it back and goes high.
Wow.
What a move. Well, she was a little too close to the goalie, so she didn't have an angle for her shot and pulled it back to give herself the chance to put that into the roof of the net and did it beautifully. Nice goal there by Olivia Francis.
Yeah, good assist by Polly Creighton as well on that corner play. We see
Titan goal number 10, Olivia Francis.
Reese Eckenrode and Lila Grace Logan, 2 players who rarely come off the field, already getting an early rest here. And Polly was sort of in that position on the corner where you often see LG, and Polly put a really nice ball across the frame that Olivia got to. And then Olivia showed great composure to, instead of forcing it through traffic, pop it up into that far corner. That was a really nice shot by Olivia Francis. Like Anna Reese are two great players, but not necessarily ones that score a boatload of goals for you.
Yeah, and I want to go back on the substitutions for a second. That's something that's going to be so important for this team. You know, when we talk about last year, Suzuki scored to make it 3-1. So at that time, it's a 2-goal game, I believe, in the third quarter. If the Titans are able to open up a lead like they have right now, then you can kind of use that bench, keep girls fresh, and get those girls on the bench some minutes, because you're going to need the whole bench if you're going to go all the way. As this one's at the front step, saved by Large, still loose, catch short in there. And this one pushed away and cleared out by Marchese. Reese are now fighting, going to get it back. And they'll reset with Berkey-Heiser. Now Crichton still driving. And she'll reset it. Now, I talked about this before you got here, but the Titans played almost none of this possession game for the first couple minutes. It was push the ball forward, attack the spaces, drive. Now, at 4 goals, you can start to hear the Titan bench starting to talk about keeping possession a little more.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing a good job of it, really spaced out. And it puts Catholic in a real conundrum because, I mean, if they come out and press, it opens up spaces. But if they want to get a goal today, they can't just afford to let Trinity continue to pass the ball around. I mean, the Titans look very sharp today. They really do.
Yeah, Logan at the back post. Shot blocked out of bounds. So it'll be Titan ball up top. Those of you who were at the final on Thursday, Mackie Logan at the back post is a pretty good strategy. And here comes Suzuki. On her forehand side, the junior. That one's off the feet of Berkey-Heiser, but they're going to keep it going. But now Cap was able to come back and take that one away. Oh. And a slip, but Cap was laughing, gets up. All right. And that one runs long. And Crusader ball. I think the improvement of Berkey-Heiser has been one of the biggest keys for this Titans team. You know, what Carson Beatty brought and how good she was. It was an interesting question at the end of last year, how they were going to replace it. And a lot of players have stepped up, but for me, I mean, what Cabell has been able to turn into for this team has been massive. Able to take over games, control the entire middle of the field.
Yeah, I mean, her performance in the LIS championship was the difference. She was all over the field, key plays defensively, and then, of course, the huge assist on the game winner with 1 second left.
And there's going to be a foul on Mackie Logan.
Did just get word, you may already know this, Carter, but Bishop O'Connell did win the WCAC. So pretty impressive. They beat St. John's, who's a really strong program, in the final. So I'm sure that they would love to make a return trip to the state championship game, and certainly they're in Richmond, just a couple miles from here at St. Catherine's right now, and I bet they're dying to get back to Richmond for Thursday as well, assuming that Trinity hangs on to this 4-goal lead, which you'd have to expect.
Yeah, Catholic with kind of a half chance there as they would have played into Spate for Marchese down the left side, but really nice defensive job by Ainsley McNear, who's been so solid on the right side of that Titan defense all season. And, yeah, I mean, it goes both ways, right? Like the Titans want another shot at O'Connell to redeem themselves. O'Connell now has a belief if they play the Titans. They say, oh, we've done this before. We've come in here and face a top-seeded team in this stadium.
We talked on our last broadcast in the LIS semifinal about the anatomy of an upset and all the things that have to go right for an underdog to pull a big upset, and that is what happened last year against O'Connell. I mean, they got the early lead, heaped all the pressure on Trinity. Titans tied it. Felt like, okay, they're going to wrestle control. They're undefeated, and at the time, second in the nation or whatever it was, depending on what poll you looked at. But O'Connell, I mean, their keeper was incredible, and they just hung around, and then got that late goal to pull it off. This does not have the makings of an upset, but I will remind you and anyone who saw when these teams played in last year's quarterfinal, Catholic fought to the very end. I mean, I remember talking about that on the broadcast, how even being up against it and playing a team that just has more talent and skill, these Crusaders, like, they never stopped fighting until the end. And like you said, I mean, Large came up big and prevented it from being a much more unflattering scoreline, but you saw no quit in that group, and this is going to be their last game of the season, and you want to go down playing your heart out till the final whistle. And for the seniors, I'm not sure if they have any college-bound field hockey players on this roster, but I mean, for a lot of them, this probably will be their last competitive game.
Yeah, I tried to do a little research into the team. Not a ton I could find about individual players. But, I mean, there's some real talent out there, especially, the two names I keep going back to, Zezewski and Large, both all TCIS. I believe Zezewski was the All-State representative last year from them. I believe both of those are also juniors, though. So it's one of those things where, you want to see if it is a younger team. If someone from Catholic is watching and they do the website, please update the roster. You have last year's roster on, and that's the Titans' goal. Nicely done there.
Looked like Olivia Festige who put it in. Another goal off a corner, and that's at least the second corner that Trinity has turned into a goal already here in the first half.
Titan goal number 6, Livy Fastige.
Yeah, and the Titans on the power play. It's a combination of things. Titans talk about how to be successful on the power play, and the Titans talk about how to be successful on corners a lot. Both of those two aspects of the game, and there was both of them, and really not a lot Catholic's defenders could do when they're outnumbered in the crease there. This one's cleared as far as Francis. Taken back by Logan. Tries to chop that one. Keeps possession. LG. And that one's going to roll in, and it's a goal. Well, very weird sequence there as LG kind of mishits it, and the changeup, it works there as it doesn't get to Large as fast as she thought, and she kind of kicks before the ball even gets there.
Yeah, changeup's a good way to describe that. We've seen Lila Grace make stronger contact at times. She can absolutely tattoo a field hockey ball, but that one, yeah, she didn't quite hit it how she wanted, but I do think it threw off Large's timing. And I was just about to comment that, it would have been hard to predict that the Titans would score 5 goals, and none of them would have been scored by Lila Grace Logan. But she adds her name to the score sheet, and now all 6 goals have been scored by 6 different players.
Yeah, and part of that's the Titan bench that we talked about, getting the early lead and letting everybody on the bench kind of rotate in, and that also lets Some of the Titans rotate up the field a little bit, like Livy Fastige, and who's normally a defensive player, able to rotate up into the midfield. Kind of getting everybody looks everywhere so that they have that experience in case needed. And that one looks like it's off the foot of Seidensticker. It is.
Yeah,
Titans ball.
Fastige had a huge play in the LIS Championship at Collegiate to help keep out what would have been a go-ahead goal for the Cougars late in that game. And, you know, typically she's on the defensive side of things. So good to see her get a goal in her final week here as a high school field hockey player. And good to see Kat Pope out on the field. Really her first year playing on the varsity team, even as a senior. And just, I think that's one of the cool things about high school sports, and it's definitely something that you see a lot here at Trinity Episcopal, where an athlete will come out who has not previously played that sport and just give it a try. And Mr. Short, head of school, frequently talks about, you know, dabbling and trying your hand in different activities and dipping your toe in different waters. And Kat Pope is a two-time All-LIS soccer player, looking for a third. She will be this spring in her senior year, but it's like, I think I'm just going to try and play field hockey. And she's now getting to be part of a team that is one of the top teams in the state and in the country, and getting a chance to compete in a state tournament.
Yeah, and we get players like that all the time as coaches here at Trinity. And one of the best things, you know, you can always say about those players is when you get ones that, you know, bring a hard work ethic and bring energy. And from all accounts, Kat's brought that to field hockey. You know, like you mentioned, very good soccer player. And for her, especially early on in the preseason when I talked to her, it was a little humbling to be out on the field hockey field and not quite know what she was doing and not quite be able to do everything that she wanted. As this one's dangerous in the crease, and there's going to be the first corner for the Crusaders. So an opportunity here. Seidensticker to take it. And Zazewski set up in the middle right now. I would guess would be the target. They're going to push this one and try to find Zazewski, and it's off the foot, and it's going to be another corner, it looks like. Fans disagree, but it looked like it was off the foot to me.
Yeah, I thought it was too.
Yeah.
Just because someone's the loudest doesn't always make them right.
It's a good life lesson. Again, drop this one back to Sunderland.
Good
and
hit.
she's just going to have it, and great save there by Reeser.
Yeah, that really was a great save, and I would actually argue it's a good thing for the Titans to have Catholic have such a great opportunity, because you want these keepers to see some live action, and I'm sure as the week progresses, they're going to be called into action. So really nice job there by Julia Reeser.
Catholic coming again, this time down the right side with Marchese, but Boykin's there, as she has been all season, in the center of that defense. Not able to get it clear, though, as Zazewski takes it away. Working down the right side, Francis. Pops a free Zazewski into the middle. There's an option, another save by Reeser, and a corner. Might have hit off the body of Lena Fastige there.
Yeah, from up here, I thought it hit off the body of the Catholic player, but with a 6-0 lead, good. Let's get some practice defending corners.
Yeah, and I mean, you talked about anatomy of an upset briefly. You know, as a goalie, if you are the team trying to avoid the upset, it's really hard to just stay focused throughout the whole game when your team's on the other end of the field. Another save there by Julia. And this one cleared away. It's off the back leg of Berkeyheiser, though.
Yeah, I think she kind of sold the call.
Yeah.
The whistle was slow to blow, and
yeah.
I'm not sure the official actually knew that it hit her leg, but she certainly had some guilty body language.
So untimed corner here for the Crusaders. They're going to push this one back to Sutherland. And Sutherland's going to have a shot. Another split save by Reeser, and this one's going to be pushed away. They just got to get it clear, and they'll end the quarter, and there it is. Well, Julia called into action those last couple minutes. Great work. A couple split saves, one with the pad.
Yeah, great job by Julia there. And, yeah, I mean, she really had to make 3 big saves late in that second quarter to keep the clean sheet going into halftime.
Yeah, we'll take a quick break here as we head into halftime, and then we'll bring you second half VISAA quarterfinal action here on TSPN. All right, back here with third quarter action. 6-0 Titans as they look to vault themselves into the state semifinals. Titans will start off this half as they look to keep possession. Ball off the leg of Domino. Titans starting lineup, back line, Fastige and McNear. Lane on the right side, Livy in the middle. Crichton, Logan, Reeser, and Jewett across the middle, and Jones, Mackey, Logan, and looks like Avery Steiner up top. Out come the Crusaders now. Suzuki pushing that down the line off the leg of McNear now. Still trying to take it herself. McNear's there. Out of bounds. And now they're going to call that one back, and that's going to allow the Titan defense to drop back in, get back into position. Took a quick trip around VISAA, looking for some scores. St. Catherine's scoreboard is right next to their huddle camera, so no idea what the score is over there, but it is halftime.
Okay.
Collegiate up 5-0 at the half as they take on Episcopal High School at Alexandria. And Norfolk Academy up 3-0, taking on Paul VI.
Yeah, I mean, I would have to think that Trinity Episcopal Collegiate and Norfolk Academy have made up 3 of the Final 4 in field hockey probably every year since about 2013. I mean, those, you can pretty much like just put those in Sharpie that those 3 will make the Final 4. And then that 4th team has shifted from time to time. For a while, St. Stephen, St. Agnes was up there quite a bit. We've certainly seen St. Catherine's some years get there. Last year, Bishop O'Connell, and they hope to get back there again this year. But this is a sport. It seems like no matter, the faces on the field change. Sometimes the coaches change, although not here. But those top programs just seem to stay the same.
Yeah, Titans earning a corner there, and LG Logan smashing it off the leg of the Crusader defender, Hannah Kamholtz.
Yeah, that one's going to hurt for Hannah.
Yeah.
We do see a little bit of a change to the lineup to start the second half as normal starters, Olivia Francis, Cabell Berkey-Heiser, and I believe Reese Eckenrode is not in the game as well.
Yep, Steiner into the front line, Jewett into the midfield, and Lena Fastige into the back line alongside her sister now. LG in off the corner, still alive. That one pushed towards, nice clearance off the line there. And then the Crusaders will get that one all the way clear. It's number 14, Anya Lundquist.
Yeah, great job by Lundquist. That was definitely going in. And I thought it was a great little pass by Ainsley Jones to find Lila Grace Logan.
Now Zuski pushing this one all the way wide to Sutherland. And so far, 3.5 minutes into quarter number 3, you've seen a little more aggression from the Crusaders going forward. I guess nothing to lose now at this point if you end up shorthanded on the defensive side.
Yeah, if I'm Catholic right now, if my halftime talk would just be have a great time. You're playing one of the top teams in the nation on a beautiful fall day. Tomorrow school will end and you won't have a practice to go to, so just enjoy these last 30 minutes. Compete your heart out to the bitter end, and I expect they will do that. I mean, that's exactly what we saw last year. Of course, it was a little bit of a closer margin, but the Crusaders played their tails off all the way until the end of the game, and I would expect nothing different today.
This one taken away by Mackey. She's going to be able to get this one into the crease in a dangerous position, but not able to win that battle. I mean, and you can't take anything away from the Crusaders right now. You don't see any heads hanging. You don't see any body language that would show you that they've decided it's over. So all credit to them. It's tough for sure, especially when you know at the end of this game, it's end of the season. And Reeser just mishits that one a little bit.
That was not as good as the shot that she scored on in the first half.
I'd be interested, as daylight savings time has come in, and you all can see on your screens at home kind of the shadows going across the field, if that affects sight lines at all.
I think it kind of affects ours up here, doesn't it? I mean, the way the shadows, it's not like it's a consistent, like there's just one line and everything on one side is shadow and everything on the other side is light. It's sort of speckled a little bit.
Yeah, and
it makes for kind of a cool, dramatic visual for us up here in the press box, especially with the brilliant autumn leaves behind the field. It's really a lovely setting here at Aycock Stadium, especially this time of year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's something they talk about in baseball a lot, is the end of season, but just when the shadows start to reach across the field, especially when it's a ball going from light into dark or dark into light, it's a lot harder to read the spin and read the action on it. So for the Titans, keeping the ball in this offensive half, there's less so, but in that left side of our field, a lot of light to dark, dark to light gaps in there. It's just interesting as LG dances through 4 and finally has it cleared, but that one's going to be a corner for the Titans. Drop to Reeser. Reeser up to Jones. Jones is going to be cross-checked and send it back to the corner. Again, back to Reeser. Reeser this time going to push it towards LG, but not quite enough on it. Zuzewski's going to knock that one away. And Zuzewski at this point has just been going. We've seen her carry the ball a lot more here in quarter number 3. And she's going to get that one forward, and it's going to fall, but just pushed wide. That's a really nice play. Set up Anne-Marie Domino right in the middle of the goal, and coming across, just got it on the heel of her stick and pushed it wide to the left.
Yeah, that was a beautiful counterattack by Catholic, and the shot does go just wide. I think Avery Johnson had it covered, but that was a real just well-built attack and got a lot of players involved, and sort of speaks to what we've talked about, that Catholic is going to continue to play hard, continue to fight, and I know they want to head back to the 7-5-7 at least with 1 goal on the board.
Logan now on the right side, dancing through. Now Logan's in on goal, and she's going to keep pushing, and she's going to go 5-hole, and it's money. LG Logan again.
Put that one on her highlight reel. That was sweet by Lila Grace Logan, dicing in and out of defenders.
Lila Grace Logan.
And then the nutmeg finish for goal number 7 for the Titans, goal number 2 on the day for Lila Grace Logan.
Again, good patience as well before nutmegging the goalie. She just waited and waited for the goalie to make the first move and then just as calm as you like. Slides it through. No. Some subs coming on now. Crusaders starting to open up the bench a little bit. That's 7-0. Mackey is going to lose possession there, Suzuki. And then Mackey not able to get away from the ball, and that's going to be a green card. Nope, put it back in his pocket.
Mackey's learned to talk her way out of a card, I guess. That's
Good to know for the spring.
Yeah, that's not a skill that she had back last spring on the soccer field. She did not talk herself out of a card.
Now Reeser in the middle pushes this one wide to Jewett. Jewett, nice little drop pass to Anna. She's going to send that one to the middle. LG looks for the deflection, but instead nearly earns the corner. Reeser keeping it in. Now Madison Jewett keeping it in, playing it to LG. Poked away nicely there by Gigi Perry. And the Titans are going to reset, bring it around the top.
It is nice passing, and someone in the crowd just yelled nice passing, but it's really beautiful work by a Titan lineup that has several reserves in there right now. And I think that Madison Jewett really deserves a shout out. She's a player who prior to this year did not really see much action at the varsity level, but she's come in and been really the 12th man and played key minutes in close games. And she had a big role to play in the championship game last week at Collegiate, the league championship game. And it's just great to see her hard work pay off. And now here she is, you know, with a key role to play on a team that's competing to win a state title. And many of these girls, you know, they play year round, they play at the highest levels of club, but Madison didn't really come through that whole process. She just kind of did it on her own and is now made herself into a indispensable key cog on this team.
Yeah, and provided a ton of value off the bench as Mackie Logan's going to try to get this one in. And they call that one on Mackie. She disagrees, but
yeah, and I mean, just back to one last thing on Madison. I mean, at least in this third quarter, every time she has had the ball on her stick, she has completed a pass to a teammate. It's just maybe not anything too super spectacular, but just really solid, doesn't make mistakes, and just a player that Coach Snead, I think, can trust to give you great minutes out there.
And that's, you know, we're both high school coaches. It's something that you truly appreciate as a high school coach is those kids that aren't club kids or year-round kids that just put in the work. I know, I mean, you said, you know, didn't play much last year. Madison basically never played last year.
Yeah.
And for her to have, you know, improved as much as she had and really solidified her place in the rotation for the Titans has been awesome to watch as the Titans almost get it through there. Berkey Heiser still in a dangerous position, and Cabell's going to have one. Nice save there by Large. And now a little bit of a chance, but there is Livy Fastige to clean up. Oh. Push forward now into the Titan crease, but that one's cleared away. Still pushing forward Catholic. And it's Hannah Reeser there to clean it up. There's going to be a corner called. So a chance here for the Crusaders.
I mean, they had those 3 corners right at the end of the second quarter, and all of them tested the goalie. At that time was Joey Reeser. So their execution on the corners was really impressive. They were able to get good, strong shots on cage each time.
It'll be Seidenstricker to take it. Seidensticker's going to play this one back to Sutherland. And she'll just have it herself this time. And great stop there. I mean, so many times when we see those corner plays come straight to a shot, it ends up just another corner. But the hand-eye coordination shown there by Ainsley McNear. You know, also a stud on the softball field. That same kind of just dropping down the bunt, getting the stick hat out in front mentality, and nice stop there. But we'll be right back to the corner as the Titans again not quite able to clear it all the way.
Yeah, and this should be the final action of quarter number 3.
So untimed corner play. Titans looking to clear it and end this third quarter. Catholic looking to end the third quarter on a high note. Back to Sutherland. And blocked by Reeser. And that's cleared.
Well, I mean, dude, Anna Reeser, I mean, you're up 7-0 in the last play of the third quarter. Like, you're the league player of the year. You're a Division I commit who's going to be signing, I guess, next week to play at Old Dominion. I mean, if there's ever a time to be like, you know, we got a 7-0 lead, I might just pull the throttle back a little bit. Nope. I mean, she just stuck her stick and her face in there to do the right thing and make that block. And that's what you just love about a player like Anna Reeser, that her demeanor doesn't change no matter what the score is. Just huge respect for everything she's done here. And I think that play right there just sums it up, that even with a insurmountable lead, she's still playing as hard as she possibly can.
Yeah, it looks like Catholic's lining up, so I'm wondering if maybe TCIS has a mercy rule. But
yeah,
under my impression, we don't.
Officials are huddled as well. I'm there. Yeah, they are lined up as if to shake hands.
And I think the officials are saying that there is no mercy rule. Should be a running clock, though. All right, well, we'll get this sorted out.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be a shame for some of the players who haven't gotten in yet, that probably Coach Snead was looking to get a few minutes here in this fourth quarter. And so, yeah, it looks like we are gonna have a fourth quarter. But you're right. It looked like Catholic thought the game was over.
All right, so Titans out on the field. Julia Reeser checking back in. On the back line, looks like Olivia Francis will drop all the way back to that center defensive position. Lena Fastige on the right. Ainsley McNear back out on the left. Crichton, Reeser, Logan, Jewett in the middle. And Cece Caramucci right forward. Caroline Ashoff center forward. Kat Short left forward.
Yeah, so only about, well, I guess it's about half the normal starters, although not all of them are necessarily in their normal positions. But great for some of these players who've, practice hard all year and don't get as much game time to get a chance to say that they played in a state tournament.
Yeah, and state tournament, you don't usually get this opportunity or any sort of playoffs. One of my favorite memories from my time in high school sports is our soccer team was in the ISC championship game and pulled away to a big enough lead where my coach sent me on for the last 30 seconds as the backup goalie, sent me on up top. And that's just, I was on the field when they blew the final whistle and we won a championship.
That's cool.
So it's one of those cool, state playoffs, tournament playoffs. There's no guarantee that you'll win. There's no guarantee that you'll have a big lead ever.
Right.
Competitive games. So very cool moment. I mean, you could see the smiles on that front three's faces, and here they go. Pushed wide to short.
Cece Caramucci usually does have a smile on her face.
That's true. Short still pushing forward.
Pretty much all times.
And commits the foul. Yeah, I mean, injury substitution here, and that's Suzuki, and just a fantastic player for these Crusaders. It's tough to see her coming off. Looks like turf burn, hopefully.
Yeah, that hurts for sure. I mean, meaning literally, like turf burn really hurts.
Yep.
It also hurts Catholic when their best player is forced to be sidelined when they're already playing the number 1 seed. And what are the Titans ranked in the nation at this point?
So there's a trip in the box, and they're going to just say just a corner. Not enough for a stroke there. Titans, as of the last rankings, were 7th in the nation, but of course they've just beat number 6 in the nation, Collegiate. So when the next Maxfield Hockey national rankings will come out, you'd expect the Titans to have climbed up a little bit.
Yeah.
But either way, top 10 in the nation. Not a lot of teams from Richmond, any sport, period, can say that.
Yes, this is a big country. I know we have fans all over the world watching TESPN. As they're going to get another corner. But, shout out to our fans in the UK watching Olivia Francis represent the Union Jack here in Trinity colors.
This one's going to go back to LG, and nice block there. Now LG pushes it back to the middle. It's Caramucci. Just pushes it wide, though. Instead, going to feed back to Jewett, looking to get that one to the middle, and it's Ainsley. And you can hear the bench getting loud there as a couple players, whether on the bench or in defense, that don't usually get a chance to attack, and you'd love to see one of them score.
For sure. I was going to say, I mean, the energy and electricity in this ACOG Stadium was about as high as it possibly could be Saturday when the Titans defeated.
What a save by Julia Reeser, diving, got there with the stick.
That was awesome by Julia. But on this field, when Trinity football beat previously undefeated Benedictine on the last play of the game, but I think a Cece Caramucci goal would bring at least as much excitement onto this field as that did. And here goes Cece.
And she looks to pull it back, but taking off the stick there. Cece's staying with it, though. Cece's still staying with it, but that one's off her foot. And we got an update from the VISAA tennis quarterfinals. Trinity Episcopal takes down Episcopal High School on the road, 6-3. So the Titans are headed to the state Final Four, girls tennis. And here's Kat Short. Pushes it back across towards Ashoff. Not quite going to get there. Collision between the goalkeeper and defender there. LG looking to find Caramucci, and that's going to be a corner for the Titans.
Well, that's huge for tennis, getting to the state Final Four and pulling at least on paper, an upset as the 5 seed and going up and beating the 4 seed up in Northern Virginia at Episcopal High School. That's a really senior-dominated team for Trinity. I think 11 of the top 12 are seniors, so the fact that they'll get to extend their season for a few more days is awesome. And huge congratulations from Titan Nation.
And there's going to be a goal for LG Logan. Took a big deflection there off a defender, but sent the goalie the wrong way. LG's kind of sheepishly accepting that goal.
Yeah, that's 3 goals in the day for Lila Grace Logan. Maybe only one that we'll put on her mixtape, but that one was so spectacular. And she's getting a well-deserved rest.
LG Logan.
And I'm just really happy for her. I mean, I talked at length about everything she's gone through to get back here after a really bad knee injury in the state quarterfinal last year. But it has to feel good to get through this one, not only healthy, but with a hat trick, and knowing that she's going to be rearing to go and play one more time on this field on Thursday in the semifinals.
Yeah, absolutely. And this whole state run, we talked about how it is as a team, but for her, it means just as much. She feels like her opportunity was taken away last year, and really is ready to prove herself, put herself in the kind of echelon as she, some of her coaches get to talk about as state champions. Of course, Annie Sneed, I believe, was on both champion teams.
Annie Sneed won a state championship, yes. I think Trinity has won 3 on field hockey, and Annie was on the first of them.
Yes, and then 17 and 18, Sally Sneed, who's an adjunct coach, shows up when available. And the Titans get to look up at those banners hanging in the Estes Center and say, hey, let's go get ourselves one. Now Berkey Heiser in a lot of space here. Oh, great play by Lundquist, though. We rarely see anybody be able to stop Berkey Heiser one-on-one in that much area. And now she's going to push that one forward. Calmly dealt with by Francis.
Yeah, I mean, Catholic's still playing well. We see Berkey Heiser and Francis both dispossessed. I mean, that's 2 of the strongest players on this team. So credit to Catholic continuing to fight till the end. Kyla West, Mary Wadlick, and Emma Kraft making their first appearances of the game today, getting that opportunity as well to get some minutes in a state playoff game.
Yep, full frontline change for the Titans.
I think everyone in uniform has played today.
And there's Zuzki back on the field.
That's good.
It's definitely good. Like I mentioned, junior, but I wouldn't be surprised if her field hockey career continues past the high school level. Multiple time all TCIS player, all state last year. Here's Crichton, not able to escape, but going to draw the foul. She's got options ahead of her. She's going to push this one towards West. Berkey Heiser's going to overlap that one. Cabell into the middle, cleared away by Large. And off the legs of Berkey Heiser, but no call, and it's coming the other way. I mean, the game's really opened up since the Titans have
really opened up, and that's Lundquist again, who has now dispossessed Cabell Berkey Heiser a couple times in recent minutes, and that'll be Cabell's last action of the day. Reese Eckenrode playing. Looks like she's going to be in a more defensive role than she usually inhabits.
Taking on that outside midfield role, and Coach Sneed's 3-4-3, and then they're going to try to turn in the middle. And look at the battle there. That's Avery Steiner.
Good job by
just
Avery.
on the field. No fear taking on the Crusaders star. And that one's off the leg of Eckenrode. About 5.5 minutes remaining here, quarter number 4. And chance for a break here for the Titans as Wadalik able to escape a defender, and it's 3-on-2. But again, Lundqvist, who's had herself a nice defensive day, just handling attack after attack by these Titans.
Yeah, I think if I were to get a chance to vote for a player of the game for Catholic today, it would actually be Lundqvist. I mean, of course, Suzuki is the star in attack, but just she hasn't really had many opportunities to get going. But Lundqvist has been super impressive with so many tackles and just strong defensive work.
Well, there's a little bit of a miscue by the Titans as Lena Fastige has it taken away, and they're going to call the foul and card. And it's a yellow card as well instead of a green one, so that's going to be a 5-minute power play for the rest of the game. I mean, Lana kind of just took a swing at the attacker there.
So, yeah, so Trinity will play the rest of this game a man down.
Mm-hmm. They're going to take this one to Sutherland. And again, Anna Reeser closing out so quickly, no space. But it looked like it did bounce off Anna's foot as she tried to break away. So it's going to be outside the crease. Crusader ball. Sutherland's going to look to get it going quickly. Push towards the middle. There's an option there. Still loose. Still loose. And it's off the leg of one of the Catholic players, and it'll come up top.
Everything I said about Anna Reeser at the end of the third quarter, just rewind and I want to say all that again. That was like a replay of what she did on the corner at the end of the third.
And as we mentioned, LIS Player of the Year in a conference with a lot of very, very, very good players. And it's effort like that every game, all 60 minutes, nonstop. That makes her so valuable and so important for these Titans going forward.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's safe to say that if you make all LIS, you will be playing Division I field hockey pretty much 100%. I mean, or at least have the opportunity to if you so choose. I mean, I think there's even future Division I field hockey talent that doesn't even make the all-league team. So to be chosen by the coaches as the top player amongst a bunch of the top players really just says a lot about her consistency.
Now off the foot of Eckenrode there. So Crusaders knocking on the door here a little bit. A couple corners now in quick succession. And Titans are going to go back with another full line change of the front line. Bringing back in Ashoff, Short, and Karamucci. Back to Sutherland. Sutherland's going to push this one. And they're going to get this inside. Zazuski, nice save by Reeser, still loose, and it's going to be Titan ball coming out.
Avery Johnson's probably sitting over there saying, why didn't I get any action? I mean, Julia Reeser Julia Reeser and Avery Johnson have played 2 quarters each, and I think that Julia's made about 6 saves and Avery made maybe 1.
Yeah, I mean, just how it has gone. And there's a great ball forward, and Ashoff should get to this one. She does. Caroline pushes it towards the goal, saved by Large. Still in the crease, though. Eckerode.
Is that Lundqvist again? No, it's not.
Cam Holtz that time.
Good job, Holtz.
Now Domino turning. And Reeser's going to be there, and Reeser's going to take it off her stick.
I mean, look at how hard she's still playing, up 8-0.
A little too hot to handle there for Caramucci, but yeah, I mean, Reeser has that ability to just find the ball. It seems every time the Crusaders have kind of pushed into attack, Anna Reeser ends up exactly in the right place. There she is on Suzuki. Suzuki, nice move, though. Gets away from her. Not something we see often. Now Suzuki's going to push this one wide. Crusaders into the crease. Now back to Suzuki in a dangerous position. Loose. But Francis does a really nice job getting her body and stick between Suzuki and the ball and earning the ball back for the Titans. 15 seconds remain in the game. And looks like Francis is just going to try to hold this one, kill the clock out. Some nice stick handling. And that'll do it. Well, the Titans take care of business here in the quarterfinals as they get goals early and often en route to an 8-0 victory. Your last thoughts, Coach Hamlin?
My last thoughts are the Titans are right back where they are year in, year out. I believe they've been in the VISAA State Final Four every year since 2012. And they've overcome the hurdle of this quarterfinal game unscathed. They're healthy. They are peaking at the right time. They have bigger challenges to come, either Bishop O'Connell or St. Catherine's on Thursday, which we know will be a challenging game for sure. And if they're able to get by that, probably in the championship, a 4th meeting with Collegiate is certainly possible, or Norfolk Academy, who makes it to the state championship pretty much every year in field hockey. So the toughest challenges are to come, but this team is peaking at the right time. And you could just see from the very beginning of this game that they were locked in, bullseye, laser focused on achieving their ultimate goal. And like you said, I mean, this field hockey program at Trinity Episcopal is historically one of the best in the state, but they have not won a state championship, anyone on this current roster. And I think they are incredibly motivated to do so.
Yeah, and from the get-go, just, I keep using the phrase shot out of the cannon, but it truly looked like that, flying around the field, really not giving any kind of hope to this Crusader team who's looking for pull the upset.
And yeah, Titan field hockey fans, keep your eyes peeled for later this week. I think on Thursday we're going to have do our TESPN podcast with a couple of the field hockey players. So that will probably be up by hopefully Thursday night. Still finalizing for sure who we're going to get on that. And we will also, more importantly, have coverage of the semifinal game on Thursday at 3 o'clock. From right here at Aycock Stadium as the Titans take that next step towards trying to get to a state championship.
Yeah, I have the Saints and Knights pulled up on my phone. Again, scoreboard is right near the huddle cam, so no clue actually what's happening in that game. I
was texting with someone who has had half an eye on it, and he said he did not think either team had scored yet, but that it was a very even game. But I can't give you a definitive score. But it started at 3 o'clock as well, so it's got to be coming pretty close to the conclusion at least.
And it looks like we have a final, and it may be O'Connell coming back here based off the body language of the players running onto the field.
Okay.
We'll get confirmation of that. Of course, we'll have all the action for you on Thursday. But if that's correct, it's a rematch from last year's semifinal where O'Connell knocked off the undefeated Titans. And it'll be what these girls want to do. They want to redeem themselves from a year ago at this time.
All right. Well, can't wait for that. And we will have it for you on Thursday. So put that on the calendar. About 46 and a half hours from now, we'll be right back here at Aycock Stadium to bring you that semifinal coverage. Thanks, everybody who watched today, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, for Rick Hamlin, I'm Carter Tyree. Be right back here on